McKinley, and today we're going to be talking about the Battle of San Jacinto, which was the last battle between the Texan Mexican Army. This is where Sam Houston and his men defeated Santa Anna. For my primary source, it was difficult to find one from 1836 in that time period, but I found one from 1909. It was titled, "They Saw Santa Anna Fall." So these two men, Mr. Zuber and Mr. Stelly, were addressed by Texas legislature and given credit for being at that war or at that battle. And they were aged 99 and 92. To make it through such a big war, the Texas-Mexican War, and to live to 99 or in 92, way back in 1909, where healthcare wasn't that great, is pretty impressive in and of itself. But it took them that long to get credit. So to really understand what they were getting an award from, we have to understand the battle. So this all took place after the Alamo, after the Battle of Goliad. So Texas got whooped in both those. They had massive casualties, and the Mexican army won those battles. But that's one thing I love about Texas pride, is the Texans got whooped. They got whooped worse than the Dallas Cowboys every year during the playoffs, but yet we still celebrate it. So this is where this battle is where the term "Remember the Alamo" came from. So they arrived. Sam Houston marched his troops to Buffalo Bayou, which was near the San Jacinto Bayou. And he wanted to get his troops fired up. So he told them, "The army will cross and we will meet the enemy. Some of us may be killed and must be killed. But remember, soldiers, they will remember the Alamo." Sam Houston. So that quote, that's a pretty good quote. Those quotes got them fired up, got his army amped up. Let me give you a little timeline. So it was a quick battle, but there was a lot of setup to it. All right, so 9 a.m. the Texans arrived. At noon, the Mexican army arrived. They knew they were going to arrive. And this was April 20th. At 4 p.m., Sherman and the cavalry got in a little skirmish. Both ended up retiring after they threw back some shots back and forth with each of their cannons. So, the Texas Army's cannon was named the Twin Sisters. So they shot some cannonballs. And then Santa Anna's cannon was called El Volcor, or the Volcano. So he shot some. Both of them are on display at different museums. So then the 21st rolls around. At about 3:30 p.m., Sam Houston starts towards the camp. 4:30 p.m., Texans start to kind of flank Santa Anna, unbeknownst to him. At 5 p.m., it's on. And they have an intense 18-minute battle. The Mexicans had approximately 900 men, where the Texans had approximately 600, so they were outnumbered. It was a quick, intense 18-minute battle where Texans won. Many of the men that arrived, the Mexican army, they were worn out from marching all night. So Texans had a distinct advantage. So being able to flank them and having all the troops worn out is what helped instill their victory. So despite how savage both the armies were being at each other throughout the war, Texans did not kill all the men. 600 Mexican soldiers were captured. So that means their casualty mark was around approximately 300, give or take. So then April 22nd, Santa Anna was captured early morning. So the title of their story, "We Saw Santa Anna Fall," kind of makes it sound like Santa Anna died during that battle. However, he did not. They captured Santa Anna, And he was a prisoner of war until May 14th, 1836, where he signed the Treaty of Velasco and returned to Mexico. Despite losing the war for the Mexican army and then losing part of Mexico, he was still able to become a president. So that's why it's so significant that my primary source about how these men were honored and able to talk to Texas legislation after the battle so many years later. Hope you all enjoyed the presentation. Thank you, Mark McKinley.